चल हो जा शुरू।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
It's 6 p.m. and you're watching Across the Republic on Republic TV with me, Deepak Suresh Kumar. The focus of the NEET scam is now in Patna because it has emerged as an epicenter. We'll get you all the details on that. But first, let's take a quick look at the headlines. Patna NEET scam investigation deepens, and so does the mystery over Mantri Ji, who booked a room in the hotel.
बिहार का भैया हमने कहा है कि इंक्वायरी होनी चाहिए और जो भी जिन्होंने भी पेपर लीक कराया है उनके खिलाफ कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए।
Huge embarrassment for the Indie bloc as Patna becomes epicenter of NEET scam with Tejasvi Yadav's personal secretary's role now out in the open. Even as Tejasvi's PS's role comes out in the NEET scam, no clarification, no statement yet from the former Bihar Deputy Chief Minister. Big update in the Renuka Swami murder case. Pavitra, Darshan and all the other accused have been sent to judicial custody. Yogi's bulldozer justice rolls again. No brakes on crackdown. Now Atiq Ahmed's family's illegal property has been razed to the ground. First up, we have some big breaking news coming in. The Supreme Court has refused to stay the retest scheduled on June 23rd for 1,563 candidates who were granted grace marks in the NEET UG 2024 exam. And after revoking the controversial decision to award grace marks to these candidates, the National Testing Agency has now been given an option of retest to them. And the Supreme Court has now refused to stay the retest for all those candidates who got grace marks. 1,563 candidates, to be precise, received grace marks in the NEET UG 2024 exam, which created a lot of outrage because over 60 candidates attained the All India Rank 1, raising doubts about the process of the examination that was conducted. And now the Supreme Court has refused to stay the retest of students, aspirants who have been given the grace marks. NTA had given this option of a retest, but now the Supreme Court has now refused to stay the retest. Now, viewers, the epicenter of the NEET scam is in Patna. After back-to-back exposés by Republic TV, we have the Bihar Deputy Chief Minister Vijay Sinha there making some scathing allegations against RJD's Tejasvi Yadav's role in the alleged paper leak. We'll get you all that in this report.
As anger over the NEET scam continues to mount, Bihar has become the tipping point of the paper leak row. Anurag Yadav, a student from Patna was arrested for his alleged connection to the kingpin of the controversy, Sikandar Yadavendu. Republic spoke to the owner of the NHAI guest house where Anurag stayed.
नेट क्वेश्चन पेपर जो पेपर लीक का मामला है, ऐसा पता चला है कि जिन बच्चों का एडमिट कार्ड मिला है उन बच्चों को क्वेश्चन पेपर भी दिए गए थे रटने के लिए। एक इलाका था खेमनी चक का इलाका, जहां से हम आपको रिपब्लिक टीवी और रिपब्लिक भारत के जरिए आपको दिखाए थे कि कैसे वहां पर ले जाया गया, यहाँ पटना से 30-35 किलोमीटर दूर, जहां पर प्रॉब्लम सॉल्वर गैंग ने उस जगह का इस्तेमाल किया। एक जगह ये भी है, ये सब रूम्स हैं गेस्ट हाउस के, और इन गेस्ट हाउस के रूम्स में ही ठहराया गया था यहाँ पर अनुराग यादव को, जिसका तार जुड़ता है सिकंदर यादवेंदु से। सिकंदर यादवेंदु वो व्यक्ति है जिसकी साठगांठ बहुत सारे नेता तक है, और जो ब्रैकेट में लिखा हुआ है कि सिकंदर मंत्री जी, तो मंत्री जी जैसा कि ये बता रहे थे, अमित कुमार जो इंचार्ज हैं वो बता रहे थे कि सिकंदर यादवेंदु ने बाकायदा एक लेटर लिखा था और विभाग से रिकमेंडेशंस आया था, तब बुकिंग हुई थी, और उसके बाद तब अनुराग यादव जो बच्चा है और उसकी माता सिकंदर यादवेंदु ने ही उनको यहाँ ठहराया था।
And in the latest clincher, NEET aspirant and arrested student Anurag has confessed to the crime.
अनुराग यादव जिसकी बुकिंग थी वही आए थे, वो और एक मैडम थी। एक मैडम थी उनकी।
अनुराग यादव तो लड़का हुआ,
तो एक लड़का एक मैडम, वही दो लोग थे और कोई नहीं।
जेल में
अब सर इतनी मुझे जानकारी नहीं जेल में है कि नहीं है। वो लोग एक दिन बुकिंग थी उनकी 4 तारीख को पिछले महीने में। देर सर पूरे एक दिन की बुकिंग थी इनकी। रात के आसपास पुलिस आई थी सर उस दिन, हम लोगों को याद है।
यहाँ आई थी पुलिस? हाँ,
रात में आई थी बिल्कुल। तो उस समय गिरफ्तारी वगैरह हुई थी।
वो लड़के को भी लेके आए थे?
नहीं, लड़का नहीं ले आई थी, सिर्फ मैडम थी यहाँ पे अकेले उस समय, और बाकी लेडीज़ पुलिस भी आई थी, सारे लोग आए। हम लोग को तो कुछ पता ही नहीं था सर इसके बारे में कि क्यों आई है पुलिस, क्या आई है। फिर उन्होंने अपना रजिस्टर वगैरह देखा कि बुकिंग क्या है, किसकी है, तो वो देख के सारी डिटेल्स वगैरह लेके वो लोग चले गए थे। फिर लेडीज़ पुलिस बल्कि थी यहाँ पे, काफ़ी रात तक थी यहाँ पे। उसके बाद नेक्स्ट डे जो है वो लोग गए यहाँ से, मतलब वो मैडम जो है नेक्स्ट डे गई यहाँ से।
And if this was not enough, Republic has also accessed the kingpin's confession note. The note mentions that he was paid 30 to 32 lakhs for leaking the question paper. Remember, these developments come in the backdrop of the NTA that has come under heavy scrutiny for entertaining gross anomalies in the conduct of the exam. Students, teachers, parents have hit the streets, and the echo is clear. Justice now.
ये 2-3 दिन से प्रकरण चल रहा था, और जब हमारे संज्ञान में आया आप लोगों के माध्यम से, तो हमने इसका विभागीय समीक्षा बैठक किया अपने एपीएस और सेक्रेटरी सभी पदाधिकारियों के साथ, और जिन लोगों के द्वारा छानबीन किया कि बुकिंग किसने किया है, और उस बुकिंग में जो लोग बयान दिए और डिटेल जब हमने निकलवाना शुरू किया, तो उस डिटेल में जो आया है, पहला डिटेल है ये 1 तारीख को 9:07 में इन्होंने कॉल किए। ये नेता प्रतिपक्ष जो अभी हैं, उस समय उप मुख्यमंत्री थे तेजस्वी यादव जी, जो इस विभाग के मंत्री भी थे, पथ निर्माण विभाग सहित 5 विभाग के वो मंत्री थे। उन्होंने, प्रीतम नाम है, उन्होंने फ़ोन किया, इन लोगों ने गंभीरता से नहीं लिया, तो फिर ये 4 तारीख को इन लोगों ने 4 को फिर फ़ोन किया है, 3 बार फ़ोन किए, और प्रेशर बना करके इनसे मैसेज कर दिया ये आदमी जो यहाँ स्टाफ था विभाग में, प्रदीप, जिसने बयान भी दिया है, और इन्होंने अपने वहाँ के इंचार्ज जूनियर इंजीनियर और सुपरिटेंडेंट इंजीनियर को, लेकिन नियम की अवहेलना किया, अलॉटमेंट का लेटर नहीं निकला, और इस तरह से जो नीट पेपर में धांधली प्रतिभाओं के साथ खिलवाड़ हुआ, बिहार को बदनामी मिली और सरकार को अस्थिर करने का ये एक साजिश और एक खेल खड़जंत्र।
मंत्री जी जो लिखा हुआ है, मंत्री जी आप ही हैं क्या?
मैंने तो अब बता दिया, इसके बाद भी आप अगर जो नहीं समझ पा रहे हैं तो ये मेरा दोष है क्या? ये इस विभाग के मंत्री रहे हैं और इस विभाग में उनके पीएस हैं। हम तो खुद बेचैन थे और वो जो लिखा है उसकी भी मैं तहकीकात कर रहा हूं किसने कौन किया है, और पूरी जांच कर करके अभी तो हमने सबको कहा है कि इनको सस्पेंड करते हुए स्पष्टीकरण लो। ये ऐसे लोगों को कौन कौन लोग संरक्षित करते हैं, सुरक्षित रखते हैं?
Now let's talk about what's happening in the Renuka Swami murder case, because today Darshan and his partner in crime, Pavitra Gowda, along with all the other accused, were produced before the 24th ACMM court. While Pavitra Gowda and 7 accused have been remanded to judicial custody, Darshan and 9 others have now been sent back to police custody. They will now be in Annapurneshwari Nagar police station. But what's crucial is that 3 more absconding accused have now been arrested and their mobile phones have also been recovered. And the police suspect that video of Darshan assaulting Renuka Swami was recorded in these mobile phones. And when they recovered the mobile phones and they examined it, these videos were missing. So now the mobile phones have now been sent to the FSL to recover those deleted videos, and then the probe is set to increase the heat on actor Darshan and Pavitra Gowda furthermore. Here's the report on that.
Trouble continues to mount for Darshan, his close friend Pavitra Gowda and other accused in the Renuka Swami murder case. Today, accused 1, Darshan, along with accused 2, Pavitra Gowda, were produced before the 24th ACMM court in Bengaluru. According to the details accessed by Republic TV, Darshan, along with Vinay, Hotelier Pardosh, Nagaraj, Lakshman and Dhanraj have been sent to police custody. On the other hand, accused Pavitra Gowda, along with her PA Pawan and 7 others, have been renamed to judicial custody over kidnapping charges at the Bangalore Central Jail.
Renuka Swami, who wanted Darshan and his wife Vijay Lakshmi to stay together and lead a happy life. This was the reason that Renuka Swami is told that had sent obscene messages to Pavitra Gowda, who has been told that he's staying or living together with Darshan. For this, Renuka Swami, being a Darshan fan, had objection. He wanted Darshan to be with his wife. So the Renuka Swami was sending obscene messages to Pavitra Gowda. From there, all these things get started, that Darshan and his accused who are being arrested in this case, kidnapped Renuka Swami and then allegedly murder him. Now standing in front of the judge, just waiting, will they be sent to the police custody or to the judicial custody?
Earlier, there was heavy scrutiny deployment as Darshan, along with other accused, were being brought to the court. Republic Kannada trailed the police van which was taking Darshan and his gang to the court.
ಕರೆದುಕೊಂಬರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ದೃಶ್ಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಗಮನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆರೋಪಿಗಳನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಈ ಭಾಗದಿಂದ ಕರೆದುಕೊಂಬರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೀತಿಯಂತ.
Meanwhile, more clinching evidence has emerged in the Renuka Swami murder case. Darshan's wife, Vijaya Lakshmi, is also under the cops' radar after crucial evidence was found at her residence. The remand copy mentions seizing of Darshan's footwear, which was found at Vijaya Lakshmi's flat in Bengaluru. Cops got to know that the footwear of Darshan, worn on the day of the crime, was handed over to Vijaya Lakshmi's house by Darshan's makeup man. The investigation team also questioned Vijaya Lakshmi in respect to this and also about how often would Darshan visit her. Not just that, highly placed sources have also informed Republic TV about the missing phone of Renuka Swami. Renuka Swami's phone is another crucial piece of evidence in the Renuka Swami murder case. The cops have also detained 3 other accused in the Renuka Swami murder case. The cops claim that the accused recorded the video of Darshan assaulting Renuka Swami. They had also forwarded the same video to others as well, and since the time of the murder, these three accused were absconding. However, they were eventually trapped by the police.
Well, we have the visuals of Prime Minister reaching Srinagar. Right now, there you see the Prime Minister is being accorded a ceremonious welcome in Srinagar. He is on a visit today. These are the visuals of the Prime Minister currently in Srinagar. Remember, viewers, the Prime Minister is visiting Jammu and Kashmir, close on the heels of back-to-back terror attacks in the last couple of weeks. And upon his arrival today, he was accorded a ceremonial welcome by the community over there. The Prime Minister is all set to attend Yoga Day event as well tomorrow, but right now, the visuals on your screens are about the Prime Minister is in Srinagar there, taking stock of all the projects that have been completed. There you see a floral shower also being accorded to the Prime Minister upon his arrival. Well, the Prime Minister will also inaugurate several projects today. He will lay the foundation stone as well for many key projects. And the Prime Minister is in Srinagar ahead of Yoga Day celebrations, which are scheduled for tomorrow. Well, these are the visuals, viewers, of the Prime Minister there interacting with all those who have their exhibits in Srinagar. This is the first visit of the Prime Minister to Jammu and Kashmir after taking oath in his historic third term, and the Prime Minister will lead the Yoga Day celebrations as well tomorrow, and he will also unveil various developmental projects in Srinagar today. And the Prime Minister will be participating in the Empowering Youth Transforming J&K program, focusing on the youth-led development as well today. Now, the Prime Minister, ahead of his visit to Srinagar, he also took to social media saying that he will be taking part in two key programs. One will be the Empowering Youth Transformation J&K program, which focuses on the youth-led development. And also, along with that, key projects worth over 1,500 crores will be inaugurated, and their foundation stones will also be laid. Now, these works cover infrastructure, water supply, education, and more. We have Zeenat also joining us live. Zeenat, what's happening?
Yes, you can see the visuals on the screen that tells you about the Prime Minister's visit to Srinagar. In fact, I'll ask my video also to show and fan you the actual venue of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who's here at the SKICC, which is on the banks of Dal Lake. This is the first visit of PM Modi after he took over the reins of NDA. And in fact, as far as the PM program's itinerary goes, he's here to inaugurate certain projects and also to lay the foundation stones of many projects which are worth crores of rupees. Similarly, he'll be meeting the educationists, athletes, sportsmen, and also the teachers who are also known as the builders of nation, who have contributed their bit in the development of nation. He will also be handing over the appointment. Some 2,000 in number as far as the government jobs.
Some 2,000 in number as far as the government jobs goes. Then the important event will be tomorrow morning at around 6:30 when he will lead yoga session from SKICC. As per the reports that are coming in, that some 8,000 participants will be there. They are coming from the J&K Sports Council, the teachers, and also the people from the education and the health sector who will be part of this very historic day, because Prime Minister this time has chosen a venue on the banks of Dal Lake. Though if we talk overall about the visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's J&K visit, this is the 4th in row in 2024. We have been seeing the way Prime Minister's dream for the
and to lay the foundations. This time the Prime Minister is more focusing on the schemes related to the agriculture sector, which are known as the backbone of the economy. Similarly, we are seeing the boost given to the tourism, the education sector, and similarly to the sports sector of Jammu and Kashmir. Recently, today only we have seen a historic run from Riyasi to Sangaldan, which is going to give a boost to the transportation sector in Jammu and Kashmir. So overall, we are seeing this is a very important visit of Prime Minister, and particularly when we see that the situation in Jammu and Kashmir has turned much better. Talking about the Home Minister's recent meeting in New Delhi, where the chiefs of J&K police, the army chief, army chief, and all
army chief and all other dignitaries were present, where the Prime Minister had given the direct instructions for the anti-terror operations. And before Prime Minister's landing, we have seen an operation in Sopore where the 2 foreign terrorists were neutralized, and day before wherein in Bandipora the terrorist was neutralized. So that is telling you that the security forces, the joint forces, are maintaining the upper hand as far as the terror network in Jammu and Kashmir is concerned. They are neutralizing the threats, but simultaneously the government is trying to maintain and improve the situation on ground. So that tells you the story of Jammu and Kashmir post.
Right, Zeenat, now
abrogation
the Prime Minister's major focus on his agenda today is various projects. Some of them are infrastructure, but the key focus is on education, agriculture, as well as youth development.
Oh yes, Deepak, we are seeing the major pushes being given for the transformation of Jammu and Kashmir as far as the developmental projects related to the education, the health, the connectivity, which is very important, because earlier what used to happen that Jammu and Kashmir, particularly Kashmir, which was connected to the world through this through the tunnels, they used to get cut off because whenever it used to snow heavily. But now we are seeing the government coming up with alternate roads. The road improvement is there, the infrastructural development is there, the train connectivity, which has seen a run today from Sangaldan to Riyasi, is a major boost to the connectivity sector, and soon the railway system will begin its operation on that very track. Talking about the agriculture sector, we have been seeing that Prime Minister Modi is going to inaugurate thousands of crores of projects and will also lay foundation related to the agriculture sector. As far as the tourism is concerned, we are seeing a boom in tourism sector post abrogation of Article 370. We have been seeing not only the local or the domestic tourists coming to Kashmir Valley, but now the foreigners are also making inroad to Kashmir Valley through their visits. We have been seeing the tourists coming from the Canada, Australia, Germany, even US, and even though from those places which has issued the advisories earlier to the tourists or to their citizens not to visit Kashmir. But it seems that the Kashmir is coming out from that red line now for those tourists who are coming, the foreign tourists. We have been seeing the Miss World visiting the Kashmir Valley last year. Now, as far as the educational system in Jammu and Kashmir goes, we have been seeing the 99 to 100% attendance of the students because of the improvement in situation on ground, and also we have been seeing different concerts that is taking place in the Kashmir Valley. As far as the sports infrastructure is concerned, we have been seeing the development in this sector, the playgrounds that are coming up, the gyms, and all other things. And in fact, the Kashmiri children who are taking part in the sports related activities are making their name, they are becoming famous with their skills across the globe. So that tells you the story of Jammu and Kashmir. And right now on the banks of Dal Lake, Prime Minister Modi is visiting, he is meeting the people who are trained in different skills, and this tells you the story of the Kashmir today. There is no Bandh, there is no Hartal.